What's up, everybody? I'm back. Yes, well, besides the Your Cousins Are Critics episodes. But yeah, besides those, I'm back from my break. I am gonna start doing more videos now. And originally I was going to do let me fix the camera here for a second. Okay. I was gonna do a live stream of it was gonna be every movie I watched for the first time in 2022. It was going to be a ranking of that, but I decided not to do that because it was kind of a pain in the ass just to make that ranking. So I just decided not to do it. It'll take too long. It's probably like over 100 movies anyway. So yeah, in the video itself, which was going to be a live stream, but still, I just didn't want to do it. So I was like, well, what other long video can I do? Um, and to start my comeback. And what better what better video than a updated movie collection? Yes, my yearly movie collection. This is the third time I've done this. You can, if you want, watch the others. But yeah, so all right, welcome to my movie collection of 2023. Yes, and happy new year everybody. Um so yeah, 2023, this is my updated movie collection like I said. And this, as you can tell behind me, I mean, first off, the shelves are empty and this is my movies right here. And I got some Blu-rays here too. But and I'm gonna start with the Blu-rays. But yes, I got a shitload of movies, man. I do. I decided to, well, I got some new ones, and also I decided to put in some movies that I was going to watch to see whether or not I was going to like them or not, but whether or not I was going to keep them. But I decided to go ahead and just put them in the collection, and even some movies that I own that I never even watched yet. I decided to put those in the collection as well. Just why not? So yeah, this is gonna be kind of a pretty long video. I imagine it's gonna be over an hour, maybe. I know last year's wasn't quite; it was almost, but it was like 50 something minutes, almost to an hour. But this one, yeah, some I might not talk too much about. Some movies I might not talk too much about, but some I probably will. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? With my updated movie collection. And we'll start with the Blu-rays, and I have them right here, so I'm not going to pause the video right now. So, all right, Blu-rays. Let's go ahead and get started. And I apologize. This is supposed to be in alphabetical order. If some are a little bit out of order, I apologize. I literally was just trying, like right before I started this, I was still trying to put in those movies in the collection, the new ones and whatnot. But so it might be a little bit out of order, some of it. But anyways, let's get started with the Blu-ray, shall we? And then the DVDs, because I have a lot more DVDs than Blu-rays. I have maybe about 20 or 30 Blu-rays, but yeah. Okay. All right, the first one we have is 500 Days of Summer. I actually haven't seen this one yet. I just recently got this, and it's a movie I've been wanting to see for a while, but I just haven't watched it yet. But yeah, 500 Days of Summer. Then we got American Pie, and also American Pie 2. Yeah, sorry about the lighting. But yeah. Beverly Hills Cop, funny movie with Eddie Murphy. Black Swan, great. What's his name? The director, Darren Aronofsky, hit one of his best films, and great performance by Natalie Portman. Boys in the Hood, awesome movie from the '90s. Brave, a Pixar movie. I don't hate it like a lot of people do. Burn After Reading, Coen Brothers movie. I'm not a huge fan of, but it's okay. The Descendants. This is a Alexander Payne film. Yeah. Same guy who did Sideways and Nebraska, which those are movies I have seen. I have not seen the Descendants yet, but I have it. Easy A with Emma Stone. The Edge of 17, great coming of age movie with Haley Steinfeld. What another one of my favorite coming of age movies, Eighth Grade. So good. Check out my review for it. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The Graduate. Grindhouse, Death Proof, and Plant Terror. Tarantino Rodriguez, yes. And I do have a separate Death Proof DVD. We'll get to that later. The Hangover Part 2 and The Hangover Part 3. Yes. I also have the first one, but I have it on DVD, so I'll share it later. Yeah, I just recently watched the Hangover trilogy not that long ago. I know I watched the first one before, but I've never seen the other two. And I'll talk more about those whenever I do my Todd Phillips ranking, which will be very soon, by the way. Yeah, so look out for that. Okay. All right. Inside Llewyn Davis, awesome Coen Brothers movie. Lady Bird with my wife Saoirse Ronan. Nebraska, Alexander Payne. I've only seen it once, but I remember really liking this movie. Neighbors, The Nice Guys. I've only seen it once, and I thought it was pretty good. I need to give it another watch. Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal. The Outsiders, the complete novel, and I do have the theatrical version on DVD as well. A Quiet Place. I still haven't seen the second movie. I need to. Red States, which is a Kevin Smith horror film, and this is actually a German Blu-ray, but there is an English track on it, so yeah. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Silence of the Lambs. I love Jodie Foster in this movie, and of course, Anthony Hopkins as well is great. The Star Wars original trilogy, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Superbad, one of my favorite comedies. Thelma and Louise, I've only seen this one once. I need to watch it again. I remember it being good, though, but yeah. True Grit, the Coen Brothers remake. Haley Steinfeld is awesome in that movie, too. Tusk by Kevin Smith. Fuck you. I love this movie. The only Criterion on Blu-ray I have that is Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, and I do have more Criterions, but they're all on DVD. And the last Blu-ray I have is a double feature of Clint Eastwood movies, Dirty Harry and Magnum Force. I've seen them both only once before, and I thought they were pretty good movies. I just need to watch them again someday. But yeah. All right, that's all the Blu-rays. Now I'm going to pause it and get some DVDs out. All right. All right, now on the DVDs. All right. 12 Angry Men, classic movie there. 21 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street. The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Judd Apatow classic. 200 Motels, weird Frank Zappa movie that he actually directed or co-directed. 300, this is Sparta. 1917, this was one of my oldest reviews, I remember, and I haven't seen it since then, but I remember it being good. And I'll rewatch it once I do my Sam Mendes ranking. 2001: A Space Odyssey, it's a Kubrick classic there. I haven't seen this one yet. I think this is also, yes, this is another Alexander Payne film that is about Schmidt, starring Jack Nicholson. Haven't seen it yet. Accepted, underrated comedy here. Jonah Hill's hilarious. Ask me about my wiener. Adaptation, a Spike Jonze classic. My favorite Spike Jonze movie, actually. After Hours, a underrated Scorsese film. The Alien, well, four Alien movie collection: Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. Along Came Polly. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but I loved Philip Seymour Hoffman in this movie and Missy Pyle. They're both really funny in this movie. But yeah, I need to give it a rewatch. American Beauty. I still like this movie, despite Kevin Spacey. Yeah. American History X, an Edward Norton classic. His best performance, without a doubt. How many times have I said classic in this video already? Probably not the last time I'll say it. Yeah, a Will Ferrell classic now. Oops, sorry. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Animal House, another classic comedy. I'll try to stop. As Good as It Gets. I only seen it once. I remember the dialogue being kind of weird, but I thought the movie itself was pretty good. The Aviator, Scorsese movie. I have not seen it yet, believe it or not. I haven't seen The Aviator. One of the few Scorsese films I haven't seen yet. Baby Driver, Edgar Wright. Back to the Future trilogy. Barton Fink, another underrated Coen Brothers movie. Double feature of the Tim Burton Batman movies, Batman 89 and Batman Returns. A Beautiful Mind. Beavis and Butthead Do America. Beetlejuice. I'm not going to say it the third time because he'll show up. My favorite trilogy of all time: Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight. Yeah, the Before trilogy, amazing. I love Richard Linklater. He's a great director. Beverly Hills Cop 2. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second or the third. Big Daddy, my favorite Adam Sandler comedy, but not my favorite Adam Sandler movie. Okay. All right. Big Eyes. Pretty good Tim Burton movie. It gets a little weird in the third act, but it's good. Amy Adams is fantastic in this film, and Christoph Waltz is also good. A little over the top, but yeah. Another Tim Burton movie, Big Fish. This one's better. I like Big Fish quite a bit. The Big Lebowski. That's just like your opinion, man. Classic Coen Brothers movie. Birdman. Great film there. Black Klansman. Another great one. A great Spike Lee joint, I should say. Blazing Saddles. Hilarious film. Another Coen Brothers movie. Their debut, Blood Simple. David Lynch is my favorite director of all time, and here is Blue Velvet. Wes Anderson's debut, Bottle Rocket. The Breakfast Club. Casper, yeah, the 90s movie. I like this movie. Okay, I grew up with it. Christina Ricci was like one of my first celebrity crushes because of this movie, so yeah. Candyman. I'm not saying it the fifth time. I love that movie, by the way. Virginia Madsen. Castaway, as of right now, my favorite Robert Zemeckis film, and my favorite Tom Hanks performance too. Once I do my Robert Zemeckis ranking, we'll see for sure what number one will be. But as of right now, it's Castaway. CBGB, it's okay. Alan Rickman's great in it though, but it's Alan Rickman. He's always great. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I have a soft spot for this movie. I grew up with it. Yeah. But of course, the original's much better, and I do have it, but it'll be much later because it's in the W's. Chase and Amy, Kevin Smith movie that kind of didn't age well, but I still like it anyways. So yeah. Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. Cheech and Chong's next movie. And double feature Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams, which is my favorite, and then Things Are Tough All Over, which is my least favorite. Children of the Corn. After reviewing this movie, I actually like this quite a bit. And it's actually not as bad as I remembered. It's actually, I mean, it's not great, but it's all right. Children of Men. I didn't like it as much on rewatch, but the first time watching, I thought it was good. I mean, it's still a good movie. Alfonso Cuarón. Chronicle. Pretty good movie there. I think, did I review that one? I think I did. I think I did review it. Citizen Kane, yeah, the greatest movie of all time. Not really, but that's what most people think. I just thought it was, I said it. One of my all-time favorite films, Clerks. I love Clerks so much. Amazing. And also the sequel, Clerks 2, which, it's okay. My cousin, Cade, who does you know, the podcast with me, Your Cousins Are Critics, he hates that movie. But I don't. It's alright. And I do not have Clerks 3. I need to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. Came out last year, but I haven't seen Clerks 3 yet. I need to. I might review it too. We'll see. But yeah. A Clockwork Orange, my favorite Stanley Kubrick film. Collateral. Yeah, I bought this recently. I haven't seen it yet. This is a Michael Mann film. Yeah, I've heard really good things about it, but I just haven't seen it yet. In fact, I don't think I've seen any Michael Mann film. I know he also did Heat, and I haven't seen that one either. But yeah, but I have Collateral now, so I might review it. Maybe we'll see. Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, very good stop motion animated film. The Crow, classic 90s. Rest in peace, Brandon Lee. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, hot take or unpopular opinion, whatever you want to say. This is my favorite David Fincher movie. Yes, I said it. And my favorite Brad Pitt performance too. Daddy's Home, it's okay. It's not it's not the sequel, I'll say that much. The sequel is terrible. That one is just okay. Alright, I'm gonna get some more. Be right back. Alright. Underrated Wes Anderson film, The Darjeeling Limited. It's very good. Dazed and Confused. I've rewatched this since I reviewed it, and I actually like it a little bit better now. I actually, well, yeah, I actually like it now. I didn't care for it when I reviewed it, but yeah, it's a good movie. Not my favorite Richard Linklater film, but yeah. Deadpool and Deadpool 2. I'm kind of worried about Deadpool 3, not gonna lie, because apparently Hugh Jackman's returning as Wolverine, and also might be an MCU film too, maybe? I don't know. Death Proof. This is the extended version. Yeah, and I love Death Proof. It's definitely Tarantino's most underrated film. Either that or Hateful Eight. But yeah. Another Tarantino, Django Unchained. One of my all-time favorite films, Do the Right Thing, an amazing Spike Lee joint. Doctor Sleep. This is the sequel to The Shining, and I do have The Shining, but we'll get to that later. Doctor Strangelove, Stanley Kubrick film. I have to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Doctor Strangelove. I think it's a good movie, but eh, it's kind of boring. Not gonna lie. I think it's Kubrick's most overrated film. I said it. I don't hate it though, because I own it. So yeah, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Yeah, dodgeball. Dogma, Kevin Smith again. Donnie Darko, great Jake Gyllenhaal film. Confusing as hell, but still a great film. Has a great soundtrack as well. The Doors biopic, directed by Oliver Stone. Easy Rider. I fucking love this movie. There might be a sometime in the future. There might be a Your Cousins Are Critics episode on this. I want to show Cade this movie so much. I think you'll love it. But yeah, hopefully there will be one. We'll see. But great film. Ed Wood. We might do one for this one too. Maybe. I don't know. We talked about it. That's a great movie, by the way, too. Ed Wood. Edward Scissorhands. Another Tim Burton. Much like Ed Wood. Um, The Elephant Man. David Lynch. I don't know why I was blanking out there. Elf. My favorite Christmas movie. The Emperor's New Groove, one of my favorite Disney movies, and now my favorite movie of all time, which if you know my channel, you know what it is. Eraserhead. Yeah. E.T., which might be my favorite Spielberg film. I think it is. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Love this movie. I haven't seen it in a good while, but yeah, Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, both amazing in this film. The Exorcist, very good movie. Linda Hamilton is terrifying in this film. Not Linda Hamilton. Linda Blair, right? Is it Linda Blair? Yeah, Linda Blair, not Linda Hamilton. Fargo, kind of an overrated Coen Brothers movie, to be honest. I said it. I don't hate it. It's just, eh. And this one, Cade gave me this for Christmas. This was actually originally his movie, but um, he gave it to me because we were talking about it. It's Fahrenheit 11/9, which is, I guess, kind of the sequel to Fahrenheit 9/11. Both Michael Moore documentaries. I haven't seen it yet. I don't even know if I ever will. Maybe. I'm kind of interested in some of Michael Moore's documentaries, so that's why I think he gave it to me. But yeah, all right. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. A really weird movie, but I like it quite a bit. Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro both great in the film. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Its sequel, Fight Club. Oh, if you know the theory, yeah. Fighting with My Family. Great film. Florence Pugh is awesome in that movie. Finding Nemo, childhood. Overrated Best Picture winner. Shouldn't even won Best Picture, but it did, and I do own the movie. Forrest Gump. The Fountain. This is a what's his name? That yeah, Darren Aronofsky again. It's actually a pretty good movie. I would say maybe one of his most underrated films. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I didn't even think I was gonna like it, and I did. Yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn. Check out my review for this. Awesome movie. Speaking of awesome movies, Full Metal Jacket. I love this one so much. This is my second favorite Kubrick film after Clockwork Orange, and my favorite war movie as well. Get Out. Get Smart, one of the oldest DVDs I have. I've had this one since I was a kid. The Gift, a Sam Raimi film. Um, I haven't seen this in a good while. I remember Kate Blanchett being really good, and Giovanni Ribisi is also very good in the film. And surprisingly, Keanu Reeves is actually pretty good in the film as well. Surprisingly, that might be his best performance. But yeah, then again, I haven't seen John Wick, so. All right, the girl with the dragon tattoo, the David Fincher version. Not a huge fan, but Rooney Mara is fucking badass in this movie. Ghost World, awesome movie, very underrated film. I love what's her name? Thora Birch. She's awesome, and Steve Buscemi as well. And Scarlett Johansson is she's okay in the film. The Girl Next Door, another underrated movie that most people need to watch because it's actually good and not a sex comedy. It may look like one, but it's not. It's a romantic comedy film. Go. I haven't seen this in a good while. This was directed by Doug Lyman. But yeah, I need to watch it sometime. I need to watch it again. The Godfather trilogy. I'm not a fan, honestly. Not a fan, but I own them. Good Will Hunting. Need to watch that again. I just thought it was okay. Goodfellas. A little bit overpraised Scorsese film, but it's still a good movie. It's still a good movie. It's just the ending I'm not really that into. The Grand Budapest Hotel. Another, I would say, kind of overpraised film, but it's still good. I like it. Um, it's better than Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I find a little bit overrated. The Wes Anderson film, but yeah. Gran Torino, my favorite Clint Eastwood movie. I love it. And my favorite movie of 2008, No, It Is Not the Dark Knight. Hey, wait, we already passed the D's. Uh-oh. I forgot to mention Dark Knight. Oops. Yeah, I don't have the Dark Knight in my collection. Not a fan. The Green Mile. This is a great film. I might even like this better than Shawshank Redemption, to be honest. It's a great movie and it made me cry. Greenberg. Ben Stiller is fantastic in this film. This is a Noah Baumbach film, and Greta Gerwig is also great as well. Gremlins, Groundhog Day, The Hangover. I already had the sequels there earlier. Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, guilty pleasure movie, and Happy Gilmore. Yeah, an Adam Sandler classic. I said it again. I said classic again. Oops. All right. Hardcore Henry. I actually like this movie. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool action movie. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's by the same director who did that movie that came out a couple years ago, Nobody, starring Bob Odenkirk. I'm pretty sure this is the same director. Yeah, yeah. Hardcore Henry. The Harry Potter movies. Yes, Harry Potter franchise. All eight of them. Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone. Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, my favorite. Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows Part 1, and Deathly Hallows Part 2. A franchise that I used to say is my favorite movie franchise, and you know what? It still might be at the moment, but like, the more I watch these movies, the more flaws that I see in them. But I still like them, so yeah. But with that being said, Prisoner of Azkaban is still great. The Hateful Eight, amazing Tarantino film that more people need to not only see but need to like. I don't understand the hate for this film. It's great. Heathers, starring the always gorgeous Winona Ryder. Her, Spike Jones film. Yeah, this movie I think it was the very first. Yeah, it was. It was the very first movie to ever make me cry. All right, this one I haven't seen yet, but Cade got me this for Christmas. Hereditary. Yeah, I've heard good things, and I've been putting it off for too long. Maybe I'll maybe I'll watch this sometime. We might even do a your cousins are critics episode on this. I don't know. I had to ask him if he wants to do it, but yeah. If not, then I'll just review it on my own sometime. But yeah, High Anxiety. A Mel Brooks movie that I haven't seen yet. But yeah, I found this. I found this at the mall actually, and yeah. Um, Once I do my Mel Brooks ranking, I'll talk about it. Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Hook. Hot Fuzz, the only Cornetto trilogy movie I own. I'll I'll get those other two sometime. We'll see. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yes, the Jim Carrey one. I like it. The Hudsucker Proxy, a Coen Brothers movie that is okay. It's okay. Hugo, underrated Scorsese film. In the Heat of the Night, yes, the 1967 Best Picture winner that a lot of people don't even know exists. They just heard of the TV show that it was based off. That was based off of this. At least my family don't know this movie exists. Apparently. Inglorious Bastards. Are you ready for me to say this? This is Tarantino's, not including True Romance because he didn't direct that movie. This is Quentin Tarantino's most overrated film. I said it. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't love it. Inherent Vice, Paul Thomas Anderson film, but this was actually the first one I ever seen. I might not keep this one because I remember not liking this movie before, but I am currently working on a Paul Thomas Anderson ranking, so I will have to watch this soon. So yeah, Inside Man, Spike Lee joint. It's pretty good. Jackie Brown, I would say this is movie keeps getting better each time I watch it. I remember the very first time I saw it, I didn't like it, but it grows on me over time. I actually enjoy it now. Jarhead. This is another Sam Mendes war film that I haven't seen. Well, yeah. I mean, once I do my Sam Mendes ranking, then I will watch it. Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Jennifer's Body. Check out my review. The Jerk, really stupid Steve Martin movie, but it's great though. Stupid in a good way. Jersey Girl, another Kevin Smith movie that I actually don't mind. Joker, Juno. I need to watch this again. It's been years. Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. The King of Comedy, Scorsese. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, ignore the signatures. It's not even from anyone famous. I just bought it from a store, from a used store. So yeah, I bought it used, and those were on there. And Knives Out. Yeah, I have not seen the sequel yet. That just came out like a month ago. But I only saw this one once. I reviewed it. Check it out if you want. I remember being okay, but yeah, I need to watch it again, and I'll watch the sequel too sometime. I think isn't it on Netflix? I think it is. I've heard mixed things on the sequel. All right, another Judd Apatow film, Knocked Up. Yeah. Labyrinth, starring David Bowie and of course the gorgeous Jennifer Connelly. The Lady Killers, Coen Brothers remake of it, of the British film that I haven't seen yet. I actually like this movie. I've only seen it once though, but I remember actually liking it. Land of the Lost. It's a guilty pleasure. Leon the Professional, not a guilty pleasure, an amazing film. But weirdly enough, I've only seen it once. Believe it or not, since whenever I reviewed it, I've only seen it once. I don't know why. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, Wes Anderson's most underrated film. This is an amazing film. It's my second favorite. We'll get to my first later, but yeah, it's my second favorite Wes Anderson film. But then again, if you've seen my Wes Anderson ranking, then you know what it is. Little Miss Sunshine, amazing film that should have won Best Picture, and I hate The Departed because it beat this movie. But yeah. Lolita, directed by Stanley Kubrick, and a very controversial film. A lot of people say it's creepy. Yeah, it kind of is. But it's good. It's actually pretty good. Looper, Ryan Johnson film. Same guy who did Knives Out. Yeah. It's okay. Lords of Chaos. This is a biopic on the black metal band Mayhem. It's pretty crazy. Not a great movie, but I still like it. Lost Highway, David Lynch, amazing film. Lost in Translation. I did a review on this. Check it out. Both Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson are both fantastic in this film. Machete. Madagascar. It's weird that Madagascar is in between Machete and also this one, Mallrats. Two movies that kids shouldn't watch, and then you got Madagascar in between them. That's actually hilarious. But yeah, Mallrats though, great Kevin Smith movie. Man on the Moon. Check out the Your Cousins Are Critics episode on this one. Yeah, both me and Cade loved this movie. Well, I already loved it before, but Cade loved it after watching it. And The Man Who Wasn't There, a Coen Brothers movie that I need to rewatch. It was okay. Meet the Parents, much better than its sequel, Meet the Fockers. The only Christopher Nolan film I have in my collection, Memento, and I actually like it. Yeah, I'm starting not to hate Nolan anymore, so yeah. Check out my review for this, by the way. Men in Black. I do not have the others. I used to have the second, third, but I don't anymore. Midsommar or Midsommar, however you want to say it. Yeah, Cade also got me this with Hereditary, and actually also Fahrenheit 11/9. He got me these for Christmas, and yeah, again, I haven't seen this one yet, along with Hereditary. Same director, but yeah, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this one at least, because Florence Pugh is in it. So yeah, Miller's Crossing. I know a lot of people love it. That's okay. $1 Million Baby, very sad movie, but hats off to what's her name, Hilary Swank. She was great in this film. That ending though, my God. Monster House, yeah, childhood. More childhood with not only my favorite Pixar movie, but my favorite animated film of all time, Monsters Inc. Yeah. And I even have the prequel, Monsters University. Mrs. Doubtfire, I actually haven't watched this all the way through. I know I saw parts of it like in school and I think on TV as well, but like I never actually watched this all the way through, and I haven't watched this DVD since I got it. So yeah, Mulholland Drive, amazing David Lynch film, my second favorite after Eraserhead. Muppets double feature with Muppets from Space and the Muppets Take Manhattan, both good movies. I know some people might say from Space this might even be the worst Muppets movie. No, it's my favorite. Napoleon Dynamite, Natural Born Killers. I actually have Nacho Libre in front of Natural Born Killers when it, or I have it behind it when it should be in front of it. In fact, I think it should be in front of Napoleon Dynamite as well. Yes, it should. Okay, so let me do that again. Nacho Libre, Napoleon Dynamite, and Natural Born Killers, which is an amazing film, by the way. I love Natural Born Killers. Yeah, I if when it comes down to Natural Born Killers versus True Romance, Natural Born Killers. True Romance sucks. I said it. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. The original Night of the Living Dead. I actually haven't even watched this since I got the DVD, but in this really thin case for some reason. Um, and Night of the Living Dead 1990 remake directed by Tom Savini, right? Yeah. I've actually seen this more times than I've seen the original, and I actually think I like it better if I'm going to be completely honest. I know it's kind of almost the same movie except for the ending. The ending is different, and I got to say the remake has the better ending. I said it. No Country for Old Men. A movie that I don't hate. In fact, I like quite a bit. I just don't think it should have won Best Picture. That should have been another movie that we'll get to later. But yeah, I do like this movie. You know, Coen Brothers classic. It's just the ending. Yes, yes, I still don't like the ending. Of how many times I've seen that movie, I still don't like the ending. I even get the ending. I understand the ending. I just don't like it. I still don't like it. So yeah. Uh, another Coen Brothers movie. Oh brother art thou. Office Space, hilarious film. Old School, great Todd Phillips movie back when he still did comedies before he did Joker. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with two covers. Great Tarantino film. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, classic movie, my favorite Best Picture winner as well. The Other Guys, The Outsiders, the theatrical version, because I have also the complete novel on Blu-ray. Over the Hedge, my favorite DreamWorks movie. Panic Room, pretty good David Fincher movie. Pan's Labyrinth, and I actually haven't finished this movie. I tried watching this movie, I tried reviewing this movie. I didn't finish it because I thought it was boring. Sorry, but I still own it. By the way, I did watch Del Toro's Pinocchio, and that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Parasite, a little bit overrated, but still a good movie. I just, yeah. Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Watch the Your Cousins Are Critics episode on this. Cade loved this movie as well. I'm so glad he did too. I'm gonna get a drink. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Amazing movie. My favorite coming of age movie. Pineapple Express, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, amazing comedy. Platoon, I think I reviewed this. Yeah, check it out. Popeye, I love this movie. I don't care what you say. The Princess Bride, I actually keep forgetting I have this one, but yeah, I've only seen it once and I thought it was good. I just haven't watched it since. It's been quite a while. Project X, I actually rewatched this not too long ago, and I still like this movie, to be honest. I still think it holds up. I mean, some cringy humor, sure, but yeah, I actually like Project X. Psycho, Hitchcock classic there. Pulp Fiction, who doesn't have this in their collection? Punch Drunk Love, PTA classic, and also my favorite Adam Sandler movie. Raging Bull, possibly De Niro's best performance. It's either that or Taxi Driver. Now thinking it's probably Taxi Driver, but Raging Bull, close second. Raising Arizona. Look out for a future Your Cousins Are Critics episode on this. That'll be coming sometime. Ratatouille, awesome Pixar movie. Right after Ratatouille, we have Requiem for a Dream. Yeah. But with that being said, this movie is fantastic. Yes, it's not an easy watch, but I still love this movie. Yeah. Revenge of the Nerds. I actually never seen it, but I have it. Maybe I'll watch it someday. I don't know. All right. My third favorite movie of all time after Eraserhead and another movie we'll get to later. And my favorite Quentin Tarantino film, his debut, Reservoir Dogs. The Road to El Dorado, really good DreamWorks movie, underrated. Road to Perdition, which is another Sam Mendes film that I got not too long ago and I haven't seen yet. I've heard pretty good things about this one though. This one, I actually bought this. This is a Todd Phillips movie, and I bought this actually before I watched it because I couldn't find it streaming anywhere. But after watching it, I actually liked it. Road Trip. Yeah, Road Trip. Todd Phillips' debut film. I actually liked it. I did. I thought it was very good, pretty funny. And it actually had a good story for a comedy movie. So yeah, much like the Hangover movies, like the humor in those movies are hit or miss for me, but they tell good stories. So yeah, Rock and Roll High School, ridiculous film, but it does have the Ramones in it. So yeah, The Rocker. I haven't seen this in God knows how long, but I think I own this movie because mostly just because Emma Stone is in it, and this was my first introduction to Emma Stone, and I had a crush on her ever since this movie. But yeah, the first five Rocky movies, and now we're on to the greatest movie ever made. I don't care what you say, it really is The Room. Tommy Wiseau is a legend. The Room is an amazing film. Fuck you for saying it's bad. The Royal Tenenbaums, my favorite Wes Anderson film. I love it so much. It's in my top 5 favorite films of all time, actually. The Rugrats movie, childhood. The Runaways. It's okay. The two leads are good. Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning. They're both really good in the film. It's just the movie itself isn't that great. But yeah, Scarface. Push it to the limit. Yeah. And Schindler's List, which after rewatching this movie, yeah, it's definitely not a movie I would watch a lot, but not because it's depressing, it's because of the runtime. And I don't know, it's kind of it's it's very slow. It's a very slow movie. I wouldn't say boring. Some parts it kind of is, but I still like the movie. I still think it's very good. I think it's a masterpiece. But yeah, I don't love it. So yeah, but I still want it though. Yeah. All right, we're almost done. Kind of. All right, School of Rock. This is the oldest, probably the oldest DVD I own. Honestly, I've had this since I was a kid. Just like what was it? Get Smart. More childhood. Scooby Doo 1 and 2. Yeah. Linda Cardellini though as Velma. Mm. She made Velma look hotter than Daphne. So yeah. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. My favorite Edgar Wright film. Okay, now this one I've only seen once, and I remember not liking it that much. And originally I wasn't going to have this in the collection, but then I decided, you know what? I'll rewatch it again. So it's in the collection. That is A Serious Man, directed by the Coen brothers. Yeah, seven, seven psychopaths. Sideways. I love this movie. Yeah, Paul Giamatti, Tom St. Church, Virginia Madsen, and Sandra Oh. Yeah, great film. The Simpsons movie. I've had this for a long time too. Childhood. Sin City. I actually haven't finished this movie. I remember trying to watch it before. I think I was going to review it, but I didn't finish it. So yeah, sometime probably soon. You know, if whenever I do my Robert Rodriguez ranking. So yeah. Slacker. I have reviewed this movie twice on the channel. Of course, this was my second ever review on the channel, but also that Your Cousins Are Critics episode as well. So check that out. Both of them out, I guess. But yeah, Slacker, classic Richard Linklater film. Fling Blade, an underrated masterpiece. More people need to watch this. Billy Bob Thornton, amazing in this film. Slumdog Millionaire. Yeah. Danny Boyle. Only seen it once. Need to watch it again. The only Terrence Malick movie I own, and that is Song to Song. The only Terrence Malick movie I've ever seen. Yeah. I remember it being really boring, but I'll give it another watch for the Terrence Malick ranking. So yeah. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Space Jam, childhood. Spider-Man, yeah, the Sam Raimi one. And of course, I also have 2 and 3 as well. 3 is actually my favorite, believe it or not. um, all right, double feature of it's a SpongeBob double feature with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie from 2004 and the 2015 divisive sequel, I guess, SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water, which I actually like that one. For some reason, not a lot of people like it. I don't understand why. It's actually not bad. It's not as good as the 2004 movie, but I don't know. 2000 this one's okay. It's all right. But of course, the show is better. The first 3 seasons, maybe 4. Yeah. Stand By Me, my favorite Rob Reiner film. It's amazing. J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. I don't know why I own it, but it's okay. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and my favorite Star Wars movie. If you've seen my Star Wars ranking, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. Step Brothers, Straight Outta Compton, great film. Stuck on You, underrated Farrelly Brothers movie. Yeah. Guilty Pleasure, Zack Snyder film, Sucker Punch. Super 8, great J.J. Abrams movie, and this gave me a crush on Elle Fanning. I still have a crush on her to this day. Super Troopers, funny movie, really hilarious film. The sequel, Talladega Nights, and of course my second favorite movie of all time, Taxi Driver. Uh, watched the Your Cousins Are Critics episode. That was the first one we did. Yeah. Ted, actually a pretty funny movie. I'm not even a big Seth MacFarlane fan, but yeah, Ted's funny. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990 movie, and the sequel that honestly I like better, The Secret of the Ooze. Yes, I mean, come on, Vanilla Ice is in this movie. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Yeah, The Terminator, amazing movie. My favorite James Cameron movie, and it's overrated sequel, Judgment Day. I said it. It's not bad. I I like it. I just don't love it. Not as much as the first movie. I think the first movie's much better. The movie I think should have won Best Picture in 2007. There Will Be Blood. PTA film. Amazing. Daniel Day-Lewis. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. There's Something About Mary. Great Fairley Brothers film. That yeah, I have that and I have Stuck on You. There will be or There's Something About Mary is my favorite. Training Day. Great film. Great film. Check out my review. Train Spotting. Amazing film. I love it. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. I actually haven't seen this one, at least not all the way through. I might have watched some of it on TV before, but Uncle Buck. I need to watch it sometime. That's a John Hughes movie, isn't it? It is. It is. So yeah, when I do the John Hughes ranking, yeah, I'll have an excuse to watch it finally. The Usual Suspects, National Lampoon's Vacation, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, Childhood, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I'm almost done, so I'm just going to try to speed this up. Wayne's World, We're the Millers, pretty funny movie. What About Bob? This movie is fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. It was directed by Frank Oz, and both Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss, they're both great in this film. They have great chemistry, and poor Richard Dreyfuss's character. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Amazing film, underrated. Johnny Depp, Leo. Who's That Knocking at My Door? Martin Scorsese's underrated debut film. I really like it. Wild at Heart, David Lynch film. Yeah, Nicolas Cage, Laura Dern, Willem Dafoe, all amazing in this film. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Love it. Rest in peace, Gene Wilder. The Witch, amazing horror film. Anya Taylor-Joy, fantastic. The Wolf of Wall Street. The Wrestler. A movie I wish more people liked, because unfortunately I feel like I'm the only one that does. That is Year One. I don't get the hate. I really don't. Yoga Hosers. Now this one I do get the hate, but I have a guilty. It's a guilty pleasure for me, and plus it's Kevin Smith. So yeah. Young Frankenstein. Classic Mel Brooks. A pretty underrated Michael Cera movie. Youth in Revolt. You've Got Mail. Zack and Miri Make a Porno. More Kevin Smith. This one, I mean, I'll rewatch it sometime, but Zero Dark 30. I think I didn't love this movie. I really like Jessica Chastain though. She was amazing in this film. But other than that, it's kind of boring. And then we got Zombieland, the last single DVD in the collection, but I also got a few more that are just uh collections. Yeah, like double features and whatnot. Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. This is a triple feature of Spike Lee three joint collection with School Days, Get on the Bus, and She Hate Me. I haven't seen She Hate Me yet, but I've seen the other two. School Days is pretty good. And Get on the Bus is very underrated. I actually, if you're a Spike Lee fan, but you haven't seen Get on the Bus, I highly recommend it. It's great. This one's called Music Appreciation 101, Airheads, This is Spinal Tap, and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I'm planning on just getting Airheads and Spinal Tap on separate DVDs or Blu-rays because, for one thing, I'm not a big Bill and Ted fan, and two, I think the Airheads disc is messed up, so yeah. I've had that for a long time. This one I'm also planning on just getting separate DVDs for for three of them. But this is four film favorites of Stanley Kubrick. That is The Shining, 2001: Space Odyssey, Barry Lyndon, and Eyes Wide Shut. Um, as you saw before, I had 2001: Space Odyssey on a separate DVD, but not these three, and I need to get those. So yeah. And the last one for my entire collection, five film thrillers collection. We got North by Northwest, Lethal Weapon, The Fugitive, Shawshank Redemption, and LA Confidential. Yeah. All right, there we go. Finally, we are done with my movie collection of 2023. As you can tell, I'm really tired. Yeah. All right, so if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. So all right, so yes, I'm planning on going back to my regular videos. Next Wednesday will be my review for uh the Phoebe Bridgers album Punisher. So if you're interested, check that out. Yeah, I should mention, instead of doing two videos a week, I am now just doing one video a week. It's a little bit easier to do it that way. But yeah, um, and every now and again on Saturdays there'll be a your cousins or critics video. I think we've been on a row so far with those, but we might not do it every time, like every weekend. But um, I don't know. We'll see. But but yeah, but anyways, but yeah, look out for those in the future. I also have a Todd Phillips ranking planned in the future as well, and yeah, just look out for new videos. I'm excited to be back. I can't wait. Hopefully, this will be a good year for my channel. We're at 70 subscribers right now, which is pretty good, but I would like to make it at least to 100, maybe 150 by the end of the year. But hopefully 100 by the end of the year. That would be great. Of course, I would like a lot more than that, but but yeah, no. But those of y'all who are watching again, watching this, thank you again for watching, for being subscribed to me, and look out for new videos. And those of y'all who are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell. And I'll see you later. All right. Or yeah, peace.